Okay, so FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, huge bum. Like, total bum. Worse than my homeboy. Worse than Diddy. Worse than Epstein in terms of bummery. Because at least Diddy had a job that he actually did well. Sure, he diddled people, but he was at least good diddling. Um, so FDR, he gets glazed a lot. Like, a lot of people put them in there. Oh, he's the best, like, presidents ever, or whatever. That's that's just because he happened to be resigned over good things. He wasn't directly responsible for anything. All FDR did was set. The only thing he is responsible for is sending Japanese people to internment camps. So we love to glaze him for ending World War II. He didn't, though. That was under Truman, and none of the theaters of World War II were actually done. He didn't do anything in our, and that was all Eisenhower. That was all the generals. At least Truman, he like claimed direct responsibility for dropping the bombs, or ordering them to be dropped, which actually did something. Even if you may disagree with that, which personally I don't. That's a separate issue. But he did nothing to end World War II. It's just the generals were doing that. The U.S., any brain dead person could win World War II if they were in that position, because it's not that hard. Because we have the greatest military ever constructed in human history at that time, and we still do. Same thing with the Navy. And Germany had no resources. They were already at war with the Soviets, and they were like a step away from losing at every point. Italy was at the brink of collapse. It was going to rebel no matter what. They needed help in Greece. The Soviets were starting to actually, they weren't starting to push back into the U.S. because they needed our help for that. So Germany would have likely lost, even if if it wasn't for anything FDR did, because the actions of generals would still happen, and the only difference is that we would have sold out like Poland and Czechoslovakia, the Yalta Conference, possibly. So all he did was like sell people out. His whole thing in World War II was selling people out. He sold out Korea. He sold out Poland, Czechoslovakia. He did all of this. And you might say, oh, but he still helped during the Great Depression. My New Deal, my New Deal. We can ignore him doing nothing during World War II and selling out countries for no reason, because at least he was a good president at home, right? As long as you're not Japanese. Well, the thing is, that's not even the case, because all he did was implement work programs which were suggested by other people. All he implemented were stripped down versions of what Huey Long suggested to be implemented. So this is like me just taking out the good parts out of something and then implementing like barely anything. Like, sure, it's still doing something, but I can't claim credit for it really, and it's not even that good. Every like brain dead person even is able to identify that work programs are good in times of economic recession and low employment, because while it will cause more inflation to occur, uh, the upsides are way better. I'd rather have some worthless money than no money at all. So like, it's just like rage bait basically to me when people say that he was a good president. So it makes me mad. What else does he get credit for? Yeah, ending segregation in the army. That literally just meant drafting black people. That's like, oh, you know, how you're kind of mad at us for slavery and forcing you to work for people? Well, we're going to force you to work for the army now. And like, we expect you to treat this as some win for civil rights, because you're like being forced to work for us now. Am I not the best president of all time? Like, what else did he do? Like, name one other accomplishment of FDR that I haven't debunked in this video. I'm pretty sure a lot of economists actually agree that Franklin Delano Roosevelt extended the Great Depression with his policies, which I don't know how he managed to do. How do you manage to create economic policy worse than, just wait it out, it'll sort itself out? It's just insane how big of a bum this Diddy was. Let me look up accomplishments of FDR. What did FDR do? New Deal. Already said that. Banking reform. Oh yeah. He banking reform was him abolishing, or not abolishing, but like straight up like diddling and raping the gold standard, so it no longer was a thing, only for Nixon to like finish the job. So basically make it say U.S. currency. You get to stay as now, and you can actually suffer from inflation. So this is not a popular decision back then. It still isn't today for a reason. There's a reason we want the gold standard back. It's because it forces government to actually do its job and not just print a whole bunch of money we can't spend, so we can actually have good stuff. And conservation, yeah, that's more so. He's just picking up like his like uncle did, and like my goat Theodore Roosevelt. He used fireside. Oh, he talked to people directly. That's considered a good thing he did. That's not that hard, blood. I'm doing the same thing right now. Also, the FDIC doesn't even cover that much money. It only covers up to like a certain amount. Like, oh, if this was such a good thing, then why did Lehman Brothers collapse matter? Why did Enron's matter? Because it did nothing. That's why it mattered. His administration, Social Security system, that was proposed by other people. He just signed it in. And actually, plus a lot of that wasn't even done under him. Like, this is another instance of him, or incident, oh, I'm stupid, of him just taking credit for other people's work. Plus, he didn't even do all of this. Wartime leadership, international relations, yeah, he sold them out. Japanese American, we were going to win either way. As long as we dropped the nukes, we would have won. And he wasn't the one who did that. He just declared war on them after they. Oh wait, this is what did FDR? Yeah. Oh my days, bud. I have to stretch this video out to 8 minutes so I can get like ads or something. I don't know, but I think I've proven that FDR didn't help with the Great Depression. He didn't do anything that was his own work, except for some Japanese people to internment camps. Not really a good record, if you ask me. Unless you're like super racist, which, no, not good for you then. Okay, that's it, guys. Bye.